gentlemen of the press, a very good afternoon. We're here as members of the Northeast Forum, caucus of the National Assembly. We had a meeting and made some far-reaching decisions and resolutions on some issues. So I, being the chairman, am authorized to brief you, gentlemen of the press, for necessary action. Gentlemen of the press, I welcome you all to this press briefing arising from the emergency meeting held by members of the National Assembly caucus of the Northeast Geographical Zone, comprising all senators and members of the National Assembly from House of Reps from the 6 states of the Northeast Zone. These states are Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Gombe, Taraba, and Yobe. The emergency meeting was convened sequel to the exclusion of our zone from the all-important program of the federal government, that is the Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zone, despite the enormous potential of our zone in all spheres of agriculture and livestock of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In view of the seriousness of this matter, the members of our caucus, even though Parliament on recess, cut short our holidays to attend this meeting and express our reservations about our region's exclusion from the program. For a start, according to the program, the sum of $530 million is to be provided by the federal government, the African Development Bank, the Islamic Development Bank, and the International Fund for Agriculture Development, IFAD, for the SAPZ program. On Tuesday, that is on the 8th of April, His Excellency the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, GCON, in Kaduna State, flagged off the construction of Phase 1 of the SAPZ as the present administration's plan to industrialize Nigeria's agricultural sector and create sustainable jobs. 7 states and the FCT have been selected for the program. The Northwest and the Southwest have 2 processing zones each. These are Kaduna, Kano, Ogun, and Oyo states. The South-South, Southeast, and North Central have 1 processing zone each. Despite its enormous agricultural potential and of course livestock, the Northeast Zone is conspicuously missing from the list of states allocated to processing zones. SAPZ's aim is to transform Nigeria's agricultural landscape through innovation, private sector investments, and strategic public partnerships. The zones are designed to create agro-industrial hubs that integrate farmers with processors, reduce post-harvest losses, and expand rural economic opportunities. Geographically, the Northeast is the largest zone in this country, covering nearly 1/3 of Nigeria's total land area of 272,000 square meters. Our potential in all aspects of agriculture and livestock cannot be overemphasized. Our region, the Northeast, is known for its enormous livestock and crop growth, contributing significantly to our country's economic well-being and gross domestic product. It is against this backdrop that we are extremely worried that our zone is excluded completely from the SAPZ program, regarded as a presidential priority project and a direct response to long-standing challenges facing Nigeria's agricultural value chain, including poor infrastructure, limited access to markets, and low value chain addition. So, gentlemen of the press, at the end of the meeting, we resolve as follows. 1, commend the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for making this program a reality. According to the President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, Agro-Industrial Zones program was mooted during his tenure as Nigeria's Minister of Agriculture over a decade ago. 2, lament the exclusion of the Northeast geopolitical zone from the processing zones despite its enormous agricultural potential, cutting across all sector value chains in the country. 3, appeal for the immediate inclusion of the Northeast geopolitical zone in the Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zones, SAPZ. This is not only for fairness and inclusivity, but for the actualization of the lofty ideals of the present administration to industrialize Nigeria's agricultural sector and create sustainable jobs in the country. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much on behalf of the Northeast Geographical Caucus.
Thank you, sir. Distinguished. Mr. Senelogu.
We're appealing to Mr. President, and my last presentation on the issue of the roads was also an appeal to the President. We are not confrontational. We are only saying what we believe is due to us. So we are not appealing. Secondly, on the issue of roads, I made my point clear that time, and I believe the federal government is taking some steps. I believe that. I believe they are doing something about it, and we hope that this one too, they'll take it seriously. But I think I need to allow maybe 1 or 2 members. One or two members want to explain further.
Ahmed Usman Jaha, popularly known as Babao, I represent the internally displaced, extremely victimized constituency of Chibok, Dambua, and Goza. I'm a member from Borno State. In response to your question, Northeast sub-region, as earlier highlighted, used to be the poor of the poorest region even before the advent of the insurgents, that is the Boko Haram. And our situation was further worsened by the activities of the insurgents. So if there is a single zone, as far as this country is concerned, that should be given the attention, the required attention, particularly with regards to issue of development and so on and so forth, is Northeast, because stability of one zone is a function of the stability of the other zones. In other words, stability of Northeast sub-region is very, very critical and important to the stability of the remaining 5 geopolitical zones in the country. So this is why whenever we see where we are being shortchanged, there is a need for us to draw the attention of the policymakers that we still exist as human beings and we deserve to be treated as such. Thank you so much.
Mr. Chairman, I am Ali Isa JC, representing Balanga Billiri Federal Constituency from Gombe, and I am the minority whip of the House of Representatives. I totally agree with my brother. The purpose of any government is to ensure fairness. Our Constitution clearly specifies that federal character must be applied not only on appointment but including projects. I find it difficult to believe how can the federal government have 6 locations that they want to share, 8 locations in this country. And out of the 8, Northeast is one of the 6 zones we have in the north, in the country. Out of the 8, you cannot allocate 1 to Northeast. This is very unacceptable. And if you are talking about, if you are talking about farming, if you go to Northeast, we have the biggest dams. Look at the Mambila Dam in Taraba. Look at the Gubi Dam in Bauchi. Look at Dadinkowa Dam, Balanga Dam, Cham Dam in Gombe. And if you go to Yobe, we have the same. So these are the criteria you should follow in identifying where this money should be allocated. Without any sentiment, we are calling on the federal government to look at this issue and do the needful at the appropriate time. Thank you. I see no any, this is a general issue that affects all of us in the Northeast. One of us, our colleague, the distinguished senator, who is also our leader, raises an observation that there is reasons that the federal government should look at some other issues, which include appointments and projects. I believe all of them are speaking on behalf of the people, on behalf of the Northeast. So we are totally in support that the government should look at it and be fair, not only to the northeastern part of the country, but to every part of the country. Thank you.
Adamawa Central in the Senate. Well, there is no need for internal mechanism because we represent the people of Northeast. We are from the city, we are voted to stand for our people and talk on behalf of our people. So if you see anything, we don't need to. The vice president went there on behalf of the president, and he goes there as a federal government representative there. We as legislators voted for our people, by our people. So we are standing for our people. Wherever we see there is should change on behalf of Northeast, we all talk about Northeast. We are talking about Adamawa or Taraba or Gombe or Yobe. We are talking about Northeast now here. We are saying it's only fair for Northeast to be given this. Let me tell you, if we talk of livestock in Nigeria, Northeast is number 1. Livestock. If you come to agriculture, we are number 1. So why will the projects of this magnitude will take place in Nigeria without a single state in Northeast? We ask which criteria was used in selecting those states that a Northeast state cannot qualify. That is why today we came. We are not protesting, but we are drawing the attention of federal government and those policymakers to always remember that there is a zone, a region called Northeast, whenever we are deciding on projects and programs of federal government. Thank you.
Thank you. It's okay.
Launch this program. Somebody's mic is on. The Vice President launched this program in his capacity as the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He didn't go there on behalf of the Northeast. He didn't go as a Northeast representative, who are the true representatives of the Northeast, who have been elected by the Northeast people and we are representing them. But so don't confuse the two. Young lady, don't confuse the two. He was there in the capacity as the Vice President of Nigeria, not as Vice President of Northeast. No, we don't have Vice President of Northeast.